Grab your small anti-burst ball. Coming to lie supine, brace your abs. Elevate your pelvis by pulling the abs in and sending the hips up. Placing the ball under your sacrum. Exhale as you tip your pelvis to create some extension, some arch of the low back over the ball. Go ahead and take your pointer fingers to the bony protrusions of your hips. Inhale and exhale. Begin to guide the pelvis in a clockwise motion around and stay with clockwise circles for the next minute. Notice where you get stuck, where you need to brace your abs and breathe into that space. So just moving around, creating some more space in the QL, the low back area, initiating all that movement from your center. Try to not drive from the thighs or by momentum. Let's breathe, continuing with these clockwise circles. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. We inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Brace your abs. Counterclockwise circles. You can keep the fingers, the pointer fingers on the bony protrusions of the hips, or you can remove them and bring your hands heavy to the floor. Make sure your shoulders are plugged down, your low belly's in. You're driving from your center as you do this pelvic circle. No need to go quick. It's not about momentum. It's not about speed. It's about articulation and creating as much range of motion as you can through the initiation of your center. Let's breathe together as we continue our counterclockwise circles. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. We inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Brace your abs. Send the hips up, sliding the ball out from underneath the pelvis. Place it under your head. We'll need our red Therband. And we're going to start with our dominant, stronger leg extending up into the air and sliding our non-dominant, not as strong leg out long. Once you put the arch of the foot into the red band, make sure as you pull the leg towards you, stretching out the back of the leg, the hamstring, you don't lock out in the knee. You don't round your low back. So I want you to tip your pelvis down, creating a mouse hole between the low back and the floor. Now, this is level 5 deep flexibility. All postures will be held anywhere from 3.5 to 3 minutes. Now, I'm going to give you variations just so that if a stretch becomes too much, you're not in it, sitting in it statically the entire time. I'd encourage you to pick one stretch today to hold for the entire 3.5 to 3 minutes, just so you feel the control it takes from your center to sustain a stretch this long. You have to be breathing and you have to be using your back and your abs to support the movement. So while we're here, let's breathe together. Option to bend the knee every time you exhale and inhale every time you straighten that leg. So it'll look like this. I exhale, bend the knee. Inhale, I straighten. And as I straighten, I don't round my low back. I keep tipping my pelvis towards the bottom of the mat, maintaining that mouse hole between the low back and the floor. Firming my belly in, keeping my pelvis square. You don't want one hip hiking up. Use your breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Now you can stay here if this is feeling nice. Another option would be to come to a standing position. You can use a chair or your couch, taking that. I'll use a chair just so I can stand by the wall so it's not a balance exercise. Bringing my heel up onto the chair, bringing the band around the arch of the foot. Same leg. We're still on the same leg. Tip the pelvis back. Now, from the standing position when you're stretching, you run the risk of the low back paining. And why is that? Because as you reach forward, there's a tendency to round the back. So the supine stretch lying on your back is easier than this one. But this is a variation if you're wanting something different. Bend your supporting leg's knee, arch your low back, only hinge forward as far as you're able to maintain that neutral pelvis. Keep breathing here. Inhale, bracing the abs, and exhale. So this is another variation. The final variation I'll give you, I'd like you to find downward facing dog. So start by going into cow pose, arching the back, walking the hands forward a foot, low belly firm, tuck the toes under, send the pelvis up. Now, the leg we are not stretching out. So your non-dominant leg's going to go in the air and you're going to stack the hips. Dorsiflex the foot of the lifted leg and then arch your low back here, driving the heel of the leg that's still on the floor down. So we've got three-legged down dog. Breathing into that. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. Dorsiflex the foot if you're here. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. And you can be in any one of the postures I've showed you. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. One more breath here. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. And exhale, 2, 3, 4. Slowly coming out of it. Let's make our way back to our supine stretch on our non-dominant, not as strong leg. Starting with this, staying with this for at least a minute to open the hamstring before you move into either the standing variation by the wall with the chair or our down dog variation, three-legged dog. So as you are breathing here, watch out for hyperextension in the knees. That's locking out in your knees, both the leg that's extended on the floor and the leg that's up. Dorsiflex your foot hard so that you're getting some work for the ankles to combat the plantar flexion in the ankles. And then square your pelvis. Make sure there's a mouse hole between the low back and the floor. Keep breathing here. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. We inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Option now to come up to our standing variation. Stay here in the supine if you're feeling like this is where you want to be. No need to change. Hitting the same muscle group, just changing it up if you're in need of a little variety. Holding it here, hinging from our hips, bracing our abs, neutralizing our pelvis to keep the low back safe, dorsiflexing the toes of the extended leg, soft micro bend in the knee so you don't lock out. Let's breathe here. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. We inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 more breaths here. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll make this the last breath. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Option to stay here if you're enjoying this, or to stay in the supine stretch if you're still there. I'm going to move into the down dog variation, starting in our cat-cow setup, arching my back, finding cow pose, walking my hands forward a foot, bracing my abs, tucking my toes under, and sending my hips into the air. This time I'll take my dominant leg into the air, stacking the hips, dorsiflexing the foot of the lifted leg, breathing here. Brace those abs. Low belly firm, push down into the mat with the hands and pull out like you're trying to split it in half. Keep the chin lifted a little. You turn the chin side to side, bob it up and down to keep the back of the neck free. Let's breathe together. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. We inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last breath here. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everybody make your way out of the stretches you're in, coming to lie on our stomach. Lying on our stomach, we're going to take our dominant arm, stronger arm, into a single arm cactus and the other hand right by our chest. I'm going to sit up. You don't need to sit up, but I'm going to show you what the hands look like. Your head is turned in the direction of the hand by the chest. Don't lift your head once you start to spiral around the same leg as the hand by the chest, same side of the body. And you can bend the bottom knee as well. The goal is to bring the knees towards the knees in the direction of the cactus arm. So we're getting a nice twist. Brace your abs as you're working here. Let's breathe. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. We inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Continuing on, using your breath. Don't lift the head. Keep your low belly nice and firm. Widen the collarbone. Pull the shoulder blades together. Lift the chin a little more than you think. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Brace your abs. Roll through center slowly. Making your way to the other side. Setting up on the other side. Finding it. Moving into that twist. Remember, cactus arm, other hand by the chest. Head is turned in the direction of the hand by the chest, but you want to lift the chin. You shouldn't be looking down at the hand by the chest. Plug the shoulders down, spiraling around, holding it here. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Brace those abs and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. We inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more breath here. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. From here, let's come back to our first side, setting up for one more set. Holding it for the 3.5 minutes is a little much for this variation. So I'm giving you a break between 1.5 sets. So going back to the first side, setting up, bracing the abs, slowly moving into the twist. You should be able to go a little deeper this time around. Holding it here, keeping the abs engaged, the pelvis neutral. What's neutral? Somewhere between rounding and arching. Firm the belly. Try to pull the shoulder blades together. Widen your collarbone, plug the shoulders down the back, lift the chin, and then use your breath. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep that going. We inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep it going. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Belly firm, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 more breaths here. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more breath here. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Brace your abs, slowly moving through center, setting up on the second side for our second set. Find that cactus arm, other hand by the chest, turn the head in the direction of the hand by the chest, lift the chin, plug the shoulders down, firm your low belly, begin your spiral. Bend the knees, work those knees up to the ceiling and away from the direction your head's facing, breathing into the deep stretch. And know that as you're working today, you can take as many water breaks as you need. Staying hydrated when you're doing deep stretching is important. What is the required amount of water per day? That would be 8 glasses of water, 8 ounces a glass. And for every cup of caffeine and alcohol, you add an additional cup. So I like 1 cup of coffee in the morning, so I have to have 9 cups of water to be fully hydrated. Brace your abs, slowly moving out of this. Let's come up to stand, bringing our dominant, stronger arm into a V on the wall, twisting away from that arm, holding it here. Inhale 1, breathe. Exhale 1. Inhale 2. Exhale 2. Inhale 3. Exhale 3. Inhale 4, going to 6. Exhale 4. Inhale 5. Exhale 5. Keep the chin up, knees soft. Inhale 6. Exhale 6. Turning back to center, switching sides. Setting up, you're on the inside of your thumb and wrist, twisting away without locking out in your elbow, using your low belly to support you and to make sure that you're not leaning forward. Even though we're twisting, I still want you standing up nice and tall, head up on the spine, shoulders plugged down the back. Nice breathing. Good. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 more breaths here. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Last breath here. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn and bring your back against the wall, coming into cactus, finding our cactus imprint, standing up tall, doing our best to imprint our tailbone, our mid-back, our upper back, and the back of the head. Plug the shoulders down, lift the chin, soften your gaze. Sternum, breastbone, and front ribs are reaching for the back ribs. Collarbone is nice and wide. Breathe here. Inhale 2, 3, 4, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5 more. Inhale 2, 3, 4. Fight for the imprint. Exhale 2, 3, 4, and inhale 2, 3, 4, and exhale 2, 3, 4. 2 more. Inhale 2, 3, 4, and exhale 2, 3, 4. Last one. Inhale 2, 3, 4, and exhale 2, 3, 4. Bracing those abs. Let's all grab a sip of water before we begin our next stretch. And we'll move into a piriformis stretch with our anti-burst ball, our red loop band to assist us. So watch, you're going to begin with your dominant leg crossing over your non-dominant leg's thigh. But before you do that, with the ball under the head, we're going to take this red loop band and we are going to place it around the thigh of our non-dominant leg. Again, that's the thigh of your non-dominant, not a strong leg. Thread that same side of the body's forearm through the loop band, and then cross your dominant, stronger leg's shin over that thigh. You'll use the same hand on the side of the body as the crossed over leg, your dominant leg, to push that inner thigh away from you, opening up the hip. The forearm that's in the band will help pull the bottom leg's thigh towards you. So you have this push-pull feeling. Just make sure as you're working here, you're not rounding your low back. It's really important you tip your pelvis down, you maintain a neutral pelvis, you keep your low abs in. Breathe here. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. We inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. One more breath here. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Option now to roll this side's piriformis. So seated on the roller, it'll look like this. Get that band off. You can stay in the stretch if you're enjoying the supine static stretch. Otherwise, you can begin rolling with the roller as I'm showing you. Or if you have a tennis ball, trigger ball, you can stay lying supine, place the ball under the fascia and do circular motions. Wherever you are, make sure you're breathing as you're working into whatever variation feels best for you at this point in time. Let's breathe together. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. We inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. One more breath here. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Our third variation, feel free to stay with the rolling or with a static stretch if you're enjoying it, is pigeon pose. So still with this, the leg we have been working on, our dominant tighter leg is going to go in front. So you can start in a kneeling position, prop a bolster block, or pillow under the hip of your front leg, bringing the foot in towards the groin, dorsiflexing it like a dorsal fin to keep the knee safe, and the shin can line up with the front of the mat or the foot can be in towards the groin. Either way, we just want our pelvis square to the front of the mat, our low belly firm, and then from there we can walk the arms out, coming into a forward fold. Hold it here. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep that going. We inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, squaring the pelvis even when we're lying in pigeon. 2 more. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 more. We inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Brace your abs. Let's make our way back to our static stretch, lying on our back with the ball under our head. Red loop band now around our dominant leg's thigh. Taking the arm on the same side of the body through it, forearm. Check your pelvis as you begin your figure 4 stretch. No rounding in the low back. Neutralize that pelvis. Work to brace your abs. Keep your side body long. Imagine someone holding your pelvis and pulling it towards the bottom of the mat, lengthening it. Brace the abs. Keep breathing here. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. Don't lose that neutral pelvis. Don't round your low back and flatten it into the mat. That's not going to be good for the low back. Couple more breaths, and then if you'd like to move into the trigger ball or the foam roller variation, I'll give you a visual demo of both. Ball can go right under the fascia, circular motions, leaning, digging, or you can sit on your roller, same leg crossed over. It's our non-dominant leg this time crossed over. And make sure when you lean and you're on the roller, you lean into the hip of the top leg that's crossed over. Hands behind you for safety as you're breathing and working into the stretch. Let's breathe together. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. We inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more breath here. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Brace the abs. From here, option to move into pigeon pose. Again, dorsiflex the foot of your front leg, square your pelvis, use a bolster, block, or pillow to go under your front leg's hip, just to elevate it if needed to square the pelvis out. Make sure your low belly is nice and firm before you walk forward. Do your best to keep the pelvis as neutral as possible as you walk forward. 30 more seconds wherever you are. Let's breathe. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. We inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 more. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last breath here. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Brace your abs wherever you are. We're going to do some calf rolling now. So I'll show you on the foam roller if you don't have a trigger ball. We can place our hands behind us, and we'll start with our dominant leg's calf. You're going to want to roll the outside of the calf, the center, and the inside. Find the spots that need attention. If you happen to have a trigger ball, you can do this in a seated position as you would with the foam roller. Or you can lie all the way down on your back, placing the ball under the calf. And that's a lacrosse or tennis ball. Be where you are right now, breathing into that release. Another option with the trigger ball is capturing it with a Therband and then tucking your toes under, placing it, wedging it between the calf and the hamstring and sitting back onto it, doing circular motions, finding those knots and digging them out in this way. So whatever variation you're doing, just make sure you're breathing as you're working on it. So remember, we have our seated variation, one leg at a time with the roller, or a lying variation with the trigger ball, or seated, or on our knees. We can sit back on that trigger ball and get into that fascia. If your arms get tired from rolling, take a break. Come into Shavasana. Shavasana looks like this. You can drape your legs over the roller so it's under your knees, palms up, and just focus on your breath. But if you're able to stick with it, I'd advise you to try to really get into those tight spots as much as possible. You can even come down to your forearms and move by pushing down in the forearms and lifting the pelvis up. Just make sure however you're doing it from your seated position, you're not putting excessive pressure on the low back. You're lifting up through your center to support the movement. Keep breathing. You can try side lying, getting into the calf from a side lying position, getting the lateral chain and the medial chain. So a lot of different variations, but let's stick with central calves for now. So either sitting back on our heels, seated under our calf, or lying if we're using the trigger ball. Just another minute here. Find Shavasana if you've had enough of the rolling. Use your breath. I'm going to count your next minute of breathing. Breathe with me. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Abs are in. We inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Low belly firm, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go ahead and inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plug your shoulders down. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Even here, retract. Pull your shoulder blades together. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. 20 seconds left. Get all those knots out. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. We inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last breath here. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Other calf's turn. Let's get into the fascia of our non-dominant, not as strong legs calf. Be here for 3 minutes. Remember your 3 variations. I'll move through them just so you see them. Foam roller, turning the leg in and out in the hip socket, walking forward and back without rounding my low back, keeping my low abs braced. This is one option. Lying down, using the trigger ball, finding a spot, pinning the ball under, circular motions back and forth, or seated with the trigger ball, lifting my pelvis to intensify it. Some people will not even need to lift the pelvis. They'll be able to put the ball right under, find spots, and just kind of move the leg around without even lifting your hips up. So be where you are, whatever's facilitating the best self-myofascial release. And our final option, being on the knees with the toes tucked under, and then pinning the ball between a Therband, using the Therband to keep it from rolling away from you all the time. As you sit your booty back onto the ball, sit back on your heels, allowing the hamstrings and calves to come together, pinning the ball, doing that self-myofascial release for you. Brace your abs here. Whichever variation you're in, commit to breathing. Clearing your mind, focusing on your health, really working from the ground up here to get these calves open, to take you out of that forward lean and bring you into optimum alignment, perfect posture. Is your belly out? Pull it in. Are your shoulder blades apart? Pull them together. Are your shoulders up by your ears? Plug them down. So these are your checkpoints. What's happening in the feet, the knees, the pelvis, the abs, the upper back, the head. Where is it in space? Final minute. You can also, I'll show you Shavasana again, draping the legs over the roller with the roller right under the knees, or you can continue rolling. Let's finish up this minute. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. We inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Doing great. We inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 more breaths here. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last 2. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Final breath here. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. From here, we'll make our way up to stand for some calf stretches now that we've gotten all the knots out. So facing your wall, hands chest height, feet hip distance apart, knees soft, focus of your eyes up higher than eye level. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, step your dominant, stronger leg back into a deep lunge. Put a backpack of cement on, meaning don't lean forward. Bring your upper back upright, chin lifted, gaze of the eyes higher than eye level. Inhale, exhale, drive your pelvis forward. We're going to be here for a minute, so I just want to make sure that you're actually lifting up through your center, not leaning forward and putting pressure on the back, but pulling the pelvis down on each inhale and forward, lifting the abs in and up on each exhale internally, finding those muscles that stop your stream of pee to activate your TVA. Breathing laterally into the side body. And how do we do that? We just keep our belly in. And we keep breathing, and the air is forced to go into the rib cage area because your belly is in and you're not doing belly breathing. Another 15 seconds on this side. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more breath here. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Brace your abs. Inhale, step that leg forward. Soft bend in both knees. Focus up higher than eye level. Exhale, step the other leg back. Central calves, getting into them. Lift the chin and chest. Drive the pelvis forward towards the wall in front of you. Low belly firm. Put the backpack of cement on, shoulder blades together. Gaze up higher than eye level. Let's breathe here. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stretching out that back leg's calf. Central calf, deep bend in the front knee, pelvis square, low belly firm. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep going. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 more breaths here. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last breath here. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Brace your abs. Step that back leg forward. Bend the knees. Go ahead and step your dominant leg back again. This time, internally rotate the leg from the top of the hip socket without locking out in the knee. Deep bend in the front leg's knee. Put the backpack of cement on. Pull the shoulder blades together. Lift your chin. Collarbone wide. Low belly firm. Hold it here for a minute. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Getting the peroneals, the outside of the calves. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. We inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chins up. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep that going. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 more breaths here. Inhale, 2, 3. Drive the pelvis forward. Pull the shoulder blades together. Lift up through your center. Don't lock out in the knee of the leg that's back. 1 more breath. Now, make that leg parallel before you step it forward on your inhale. Soft bend in both knees. Focus of the eyes up higher than eye level. Low belly firm. Exhale, step the non-dominant leg back. Internally rotate the leg from the top of the hip socket, driving the pelvis forward. Hold it here. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. We inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2. So the inhale, your pelvis grounds down towards the floor. The exhale, the pelvis pushes towards the wall in front of you. The chin's lifted. The gaze is higher than eye level. The shoulder blades are together. Shoulders plugged down the back. All your checkpoints. You're continuing to stay active in the mind so that we can reinforce better postural alignment. Soft bend in the back leg's knee. Deep bend in the front leg's knee. Low belly firm. Chin lifted. Gaze soft. Hear your breath. From here, slowly, we're going to make our way to all fours. I want you to grab your purple loop band and bring it above your elbows. Your purple loop band, bring it above your elbows. From here, we're going to find cow pose, pulling out on that band, but also pushing the hands down into the floor. You can tuck your toes under here, arch your low back, send the chest and chin up, hold it here. Inhale 1, breathe. Exhale 1, going to 6. Inhale 2, low belly firm. Exhale 2. Inhale 3. Exhale 3. Inhale 4. Exhale 4. Inhale 5. Exhale 5. Inhale 6. Exhale 6. Take that purple band off. Switch to the red loop band. The red loop band. Keep a micro bend in the elbows, bringing it above the elbows again. Brace the abs. Find that cow pose again. Walk your hands forward a foot. Pull your low belly in. Send your pelvis up, trying to keep a neutral pelvis. Inhale, push the forehead into the band. Exhale, pedal the heels. 2, 3, 4. Inhale, push the forehead into the band. Engage the neck flexors. Exhale, pedal the heels. 2, 3, 4. Inhale, forehead into the band, tailbone up, low belly firm. Exhale, pedal. 2, 3, 4. Inhale, forehead into the band, low belly firm. Exhale, we pedal. 2, 3, 4. 2 more. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. And exhale, 2, 3, 4. 1 more. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. And exhale, 2, 3, 4. Slowly brace your abs. Bring the knees to the floor. Take off the red loop band. Arch your back. Give me some cat and cow spinal articulation 4 times. So when you round, you exhale, bracing the abs. That's your cat pose. Inhale to arch. Exhale to round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. 2 more. Inhale, arch. 2, 3. Exhale, round. 2, 3. 1 more. Inhale, arch. 2, 3. Exhale, round. 2, 3. From here, I'm going to show you the standing variation first. The anti-burst ball will go between the inner thighs. And we are going to do some shoulder blade retractions. So I'm going to turn away from you so you can see my back. My arms are behind me. I'm going to squeeze my shoulder blades together, holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, release. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, squeeze. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, release. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, squeeze. 2, 3. So you see the shoulder blades come together and then they come apart. Watch out for elevation in the shoulders. Plug the shoulders down. Keep the knees soft. Don't lean forward. Find a standing position that you're able to maintain with your low belly firm, your pelvis neutral. So no rounding in the low back. Tip the pelvis back. Firm the low belly. So again, it's a 5 count hold or pull into the retraction, the pulling in of the shoulder blades towards one another, and you release that retraction on your inhale. Exhale, pull in, 2, 3, 4, inhale out, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, squeeze, 2, 3, 4, inhale out. Keep that going. Exhale, squeeze, 2, 3, 4, inhale out. Exhale, squeeze, 2, 3, 4, inhale out. Keep going. We hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release. 2, 3, 4, 5, and hold. So keep going with this option if you want to bring your knees onto a roller. And I'm going to do this. I'm going to face away from you. Notice that my toes are tucked down. And as I squeeze in, I'm going to lift one of my sets of toes off the floor so they hover, still dorsiflexed. And then I'll lower it as the arms relax. As I pull the shoulder blades together, I lift the other leg, alternating the lift of one foot off the floor just to challenge the low abs. Keep squeezing in on the ball. Shoulder blades together, chin up, gaze higher than eye level. Make sure you're breathing here. So if you have sensitive knees, you could do the variation standing. Brace your abs and stay here on your knees if it's not bothering the knees. I'll show you a standing version. So I can have the ball in between my inner thighs still, and I can just extend a leg back and hover it up in the air. And so I'm adding a balance component to it. So you can do that. So extending it out. And then it lifts up as you pull the shoulder blades together. And then it lowers. It lifts up as you pull the shoulder blades together. And it lowers. Now you probably have to lose the anti-burst ball if you do that variation. I'll show you the other side. We just have another 30 seconds here of our shoulder blade retractions. These are so great for opening the front of the shoulder, the pec minor, and also for building strength in the trapezius and rhomboid area. So pull the shoulder blades together. Whatever variation you're doing, commit to it, whether you're just standing and doing the retractions on your knees and lifting a set of toes up. Inner thighs are squeezing in. Brace your abs. Finish up the set you're on. And let's put the ball, roller, everything to the side. Coming over to the wall for our cactus imprint. So I want you to bring your tailbone, mid-back, upper back, head against the wall. Find that imprint. We're going to hold for 6 full breaths, really fighting to have the front ribs meet the back ribs, and the back ribs press heavy, heavy, heavy into the wall. Notice the elbows are the same height as the shoulders. The wrists and backs of the hands are in against the wall. 6 breaths here. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Don't lean forward. Your upper back should be connected to the wall. That's what you're working on. That's all this is. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. We inhale, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. 3 more. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Good. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Last one here. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. From here, let's do a deep side stretch. Let's grab our chair, and you'll need a yoga block or a book, sturdy book. Now, one butt cheek will be on, and start with your dominant arm on the same side as the extended leg out to the side. So I'm left-handed, so my left leg will extend out. My right butt cheek will be on the chair. And then I will place the yoga block onto the floor, crossing the chair, and side bending towards it, holding it here. Option to twist forward and back, to hold onto your shoulder and do elbow circles, to do shoulder circles, rotation, or just holding the stretch, hand behind the head, leaning the head back into the hand, just breathing. Let's be here for a solid minute. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. We inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't lose your low abs. They're important here. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Almost there. We inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. From here, let's make our way to the second side, setting up, finding it, moving into that deep stretch, taking your time, bracing your abs, neutralizing your pelvis. knowing you can only go as far as your abs will support. Lean the head back into the hand or hold the shoulder into elbow circles, shoulder circles, rotation from the rib cage forward or back. Find the areas of tension that need your attention. One more breath here. 1 more minute here, excuse me. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe with me. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Your extended legs hip needs to drop down and be at the same plane as the hip on the chair. So make sure it's not hiking. And then make sure the hip that's on the chair, the butt cheek that's on the chair, you're actually pulling it down like it's trying to pull towards the floor. So you get length through your obliques, your side abs, and your QL, your lower back area. So breathe into that. Another 20 seconds here. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last breath here. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go ahead and pick up either your foam roller or your trigger ball. If you do the foam roller, I'll show you that first. It'll be long ways. And you're going to start with your dominant arm, getting into the tricep, posterior delt area, rolling around that fascia, leaning into the wall hard so that you can really dig into that fascia. You can also grab a yoga block or pillow if you're using the foam roller and come do this in a side lying position. So I'll show you that variation. I prefer the trigger ball because you can get in a little deeper. So I'm going to go, after I show you the side lying posterior delt with a foam roller, I'm going to show you it with the trigger ball since it could be a little more effective. Remember, with the arm that is extended, you can reach it forward and back, retracting and protracting your shoulder blade. You can internally rotate the arm in the socket and externally rotate it to find fascia that needs your attention. Make sure you're breathing here. Let's breathe together for the next minute. And option, if you really want some intensity, to use your lacrosse or tennis ball from a side lying position, using a yoga block or some pillows to support the head. Placing that ball, pinning it on the floor, you're lying on it and still moving the arm forward and back, internally, externally rotating it, really getting deep into that fascia. Okay, so let's breathe here together. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. We inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 more here. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 more. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's move to the tricep and posterior delt on our non-dominant, not as strong arm. Remember foam roller variations. I'll show them. Standing against the wall, leaning in, moving the arm forward and back, internally, externally rotating it, playing around with all those variations. Side lying. Just make sure the head's supported. So since the bottom arm is on the roller, you do have to lift the head up and use the neck muscles. So if you have any neck issues, that may not be the best variation for you. The standing is perhaps better. My ultimate favorite is the trigger ball, and it's super intense when you do it side lying. So I'm going to start standing, using the wall, pulling my arm forward and back, finding the tissue that needs attention, internally, externally rotating it, moving around until I find the knots and I work into them. Breathing here. Option to go to the floor. I'll show you the floor variation. Stay where you are, though, if it's feeling good. Listen to your body. Notice that when I lie down on my side, I support my head with a yoga block, and then I pin the ball, and I move the arm forward and back. I internally rotate. I externally rotate. I keep that going. Good. Let's breathe here. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Brace your abs. We're going to use a bolster or option to use your foam roller. So a bolster would be, a pillow of some sort, or the foam roller would work nicely. We're going to come over to the wall, slide your mat over to the wall for legs up the wall, but we're going to elevate our pelvis first. So with the pelvis elevated, it'll be a little more comfortable. Just make sure you brace your abs. And when you elevate the pelvis, you allow your pelvis to tip down and to create a little extension even with the elevation. So what do I mean by that? I mean, don't round your low back once it's elevated. Keep tipping the pelvis down like it's trying to push through the roller or the bolster it's on. Maintain that with the abs in. We'll be here for the remaining 2 minutes. I want you to dorsiflex your feet without locking the knees here and stay hyper aware of your pelvic position. Keep it neutral. If you need to take the hands to the hips or a hand to the low back to check that you're actively tipping the pelvis towards the floor with the abs engaged, do so. Dorsiflex those toes, and let's just breathe together. Slow 5 count. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. We inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep going. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, as you're breathing, notice if you've slipped into belly breathing, if you're pushing your belly out. Let's avoid that here since you have a sensitive back. Pull your abs in, and let's laterally breathe. So with the belly firm, we're forced to breathe into the side body. Here we go. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Belly still firm. Breathe laterally. And exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 more breaths here. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Last breath here. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Firm your abs. Slowly make your way off of the wall. Come to a comfortable seated position. Option to close your eyes. Relax the forehead, the jaw. Roll the shoulders back for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job.